Hi, my name's Barry. I'm a retired electrician after 40 years, and I've taken up quilting as my retirement hobby. And if you're new here, the purpose of this channel was to follow my journey in quilting along the way. And as I've been progressing and learning, my favorite saying is, I don't know what I don't know. And I find that to be in quilting. Every day I'm learning something new. So today I just wanted to follow up and show you that I'm straight line quilting this, and I will try to insert a clip somewhere. Somewhere of showing me quilting, and I know you guys are going to get on to me about sitting here and doing this, but I just have to tell you, as an electrician, I spent biggest part of my career with my hands up here holding 20-pound light fixtures and running conduit and everything. So here is actually fairly easy for me to do, and I feel comfortable and I can see right at that. But I don't sew 8 hours at a time. I'm only sewing maybe 30. My problem is I don't get to sew as much as I want to. We're cutting, we're going over and piecing, we're ironing. So I'm constantly moving around. So I'm not constantly here the whole time. And I digress. That wasn't my whole thing. But I'm just showing you, if you see me sitting here doing this, I'm actually feel pretty comfortable in that position. I can see the needle really well. And I'm telling you, I'm actually surprised at how well the stitching is going on this. And what I've been doing, because this is my first time doing this, is I just follow the line with this seam guide. But I noticed that when I get to a row of blocks, where I've put a row of blocks in, that I can tweak it just enough to make sure that I'm staying on course, and it's been working out way better than I thought, and I'm almost done going this way, and then I'll have to run it lengthwise. But that wasn't the only reason for the video. The other part of it was, my daughter loves Elvis. She's been to Graceland 5 times. I've been there 3. And I bought her this panel I got. And here's my question. I have a 2-part question. One, this is made out of poly cotton. And they don't advertise this as quilting material. They actually advertise it as a wall hanging. So I wonder, number one, could I add a border to this thing? I'm going to try it. We're going to try it. But my big question is how would you quilt like this face? I'm afraid that if I quilt it, that I'm going to distort it, and Elvis is going to look all wonky. Thank you very much. So give me your thoughts on it. Maybe I just made a mistake. Maybe I should just give it to my daughter as a wall hanging and say, there, go for it. This is the third thing. The third thing is with Joann Fabrics closing, I was like, I just get into this hobby, and then a company that's been around for years, I can't tell you how many times I've passed it by or actually went in to buy for some project I was working on. Now that they're closing, I was getting a little paranoid at where to buy fabric from, because there's only so many places that in my area where you could buy it besides quilt shops. And I'm telling you, I'm just going to let it out there. I'm not making show quilts. I'm still learning. And for me to go out and pay $12.99 a yard at some of the quilt shops, and I support quilt shops, don't get me wrong, but for me learning, I don't want to learn on $12.99 a yard fabric. That's up for debate. But I went to Amazon, and I'm going to tell you this right now. I've been totally against Amazon. I think that, they're taking over the world, but I'm not going to fight. I've been fighting it for years, and I've given in. I went to Amazon and bought this pack of 4-inch squares, 1,200 of them. So here's one of those stacks here. Have you bought from, this is the question, have you bought from Amazon before? Maybe you've bought even from this company. What do you think? Here's what I'm thinking. For practice to learn, these fabrics probably should do okay. This particular group here seems to be fairly thin. And I know, because I can see my fingers through this here. Let me try this one here, see if it's the same. Have you bought it? What's your thoughts on it? When you put the batting on it, you wouldn't probably see it. And like I said, we have to take this into the, yeah, I can see it through there. I was talking to a woman at Joann's about a month ago, and she says, do not buy craft fabric. And I'm wondering if this is craft fabric. Now, I did also buy 10-inch squares. Now, this particular group, they seem to be a lot better. They're 10-inch. So I thought on the 4-inch squares, I could trim them down to 3-inch finished squares to make blocks. And the 10-inch, I could cut these down to make 4-inch finished half square triangles out of the, if I cut them down. But like I said, I just want some material so that I can test and learn and get better. I'm not, like I said, I'm not trying to do a competition. These aren't competition quilts. These are more learn how to sew fabric. And I want to do more videos. And like I said, this fabric is expensive. So for me to, that's why you keep seeing me with the same fabric, is because fabric's expensive. And there, I said it. So I'm interested in your comments on that. And then this is either the third or the fourth question. I love making the Memory Maker Button Club videos. Now, there's been some people that aren't crazy about it, very few, but they don't get as much views as my quilting videos, and I just wondered if there's a lot of people who just don't say anything about it. But I put a little poll up on my page. Let me know. I have the option to move the Button Club to another channel, and then just at the end of my regular quilting videos, I can just say, Kim from Lansing, Michigan sent a button, and just go down through and name all the people and where they're from, and they send a button and refer you to the other channel to do these full-length videos. Because I'm telling you, I really appreciate it, but I've been getting so many buttons, I could almost do a video every other day, and so it's a good problem to have, but I don't want it to overshadow the quilting videos, and I'm afraid I don't know if I can put out enough quilting. I'd like to do like a 2-to-1 ratio or 3-to-1 ratio. I don't think I can do that many videos in a week, nor would you care for that many videos a week. So do the poll. Let's see. I'm going to give it like a week here and see how the poll works out. And, if the majority of you say no, keep it right like it is, I'll just keep it right here. I mean, this is not my, let me just tell you this. This is not my, I'm going to get rich quick scheme. This isn't my, whatever. My legacy. My goal in creating this channel was, and you can go back and read my description, was quilting and talking about the struggles of retirement and living your passion. And that's the real reason for the video. Is I wanted to talk about retirement and the challenges that people have in retirement, but I thought I would get so bored talking about that after a while, And I thought, well, maybe if I combined my love of quilting and throw in some anecdotes or stories, that would be the way to go. So, and then the memory button thing just sort of transformed from that. I always appreciate your comments. Let me know. I won't take you any more of your time, but let me know, one, how you would quilt Elvis, or if you even would. Have you purchased fabric on Amazon? And if you have, do you have a, give me your secret supplier if you do. Or where are you buying fabric from? And that's about it. Just remember to, my little saying is after health, because health is the most important. After health, but before wealth, is making memories. So go out and make some memories, and I will talk to you later. Bye.